There's the thought of there's no one coming to save you, and there's also the thought of they are controlling us, they are manipulating us. I think these two things fundamentally have the same origin, which is born of distortion. The one who says they are doing XYZ to us and we are being manipulated and they don't want us to know this or that is shrugging off responsibility. Whether they know it or not, they're putting the responsibility of life getting better or life changing for the better on certain people. And then if you also think about the thought of there's no one coming to save you, see, I'm just trying to put into words how these two things are the same thing. There's no one coming to save you, which means that you are your savior. You are responsible. And the shrugging off of responsibility, which says they're doing this to us. But when you think about that, when you think about the fact that you are your own savior, and if you truly resonate with that sentiment about no one's coming to save you, and if you felt that viscerally in your own life, you reflect on all that together, it comes out to be the case that there is no they. Saying that they are responsible for my downfall is synonymous with saying someone is coming to save me. So a culture that supposes understanding of no one coming to save them and also says they are the reason why I'm unwell reveals a distortion in perspective and understanding. It's very interesting. In my opinion, truly, there is no one coming to save me. All the madness that was my daily life, that was my daily bread, I had to decipher that. Absolutely no one was coming to make sense of that for me. Not my parents, not my siblings, not my friends, not the community, not the media. There's absolutely no one who's going to help me, there's no capacity to help me, anyone, on the level of visceral change and true understanding of one's own life. It's so interesting. You probably can't see my smile because I blur my face out, but I'm smiling right now because all this, to discover your own life, to truly observe your life like a scientist, but a scientist before the word, before the obstructions of what a scientist is, and just be a human being and look at your life. There's something ineffable about that which we have lost. We don't find our own lives ineffable anymore. We find them stagnant and repeated and concentrated in pleasures which are necessarily related to the pains we feel, but we don't see that relationship, so we live trying to satisfy and acquire these pleasures, but these pleasures are making us want to kill ourselves. You understand? It is killing us. I'm smiling because things are clicking in my life. And I'm very happy that I'm able to share this perspective and live in a time where I can say this on a channel and it'll reach possibly someone and it might help them. It might not help them because I don't think we can help each other, but I also think we can. We can and we can't. I don't mean to discredit or confuse anything I've said so far, but fundamentally I think life is everything and nothing at the same time. So that I can help you is only as true as the fact that I can't. somehow, ineffably, both are true. And a random thing about truth that I've noticed, is that you can't go seeking it. If I try to seek truth, how do I know that I've found it? If you really look at it, if you really look at what I'm saying, if I go out seeking truth, I'm seeking some predisposition towards an ideal, that which my culture has given me. But in our situation, the culture is toxic. So if you think about it, the truth I seek from the culture has to be some form of abstract toxicity. So no one can go seeking truth, and anyone who goes and seeks truth and finds it out there has found an aberration, has found an abstraction, has found not truth. Because truth is not static. Truth, visceral truth, is not in a book. It is unrepeatable. It is moving constantly. It is life itself. Truth reveals itself only when one observes what is false. Personal example. The culture told me that the truth is, if you have sex, if you overeat, if you watch porn, or as I like to call it, the pseudo option, which is ridiculously nonsensical, PORN, these things will give you joy, give you happiness, fulfillment, make you feel like a man, make you feel like a human. These things will nourish you. These things will make you popular, make you cool, make you feel good about life. That's the truth of my culture's subtle or explicit expression. And so I sought that truth out, and I found it. And I found it, as far as I could tell, in those moments of satisfaction, to be what the culture suggested, not realizing on the back end the results, the collateral damage of dissipated sexual energy, the collateral damage of overeating and completely obliterating the temple that is this body. I didn't attend to any of that. All I saw was the truth given to me. But somehow, and I do mean somehow, because to try and give you a how is to lead you down a road that is ineffable and impossible for you to follow. You have your own path that is pathless, that which has no how. And so some ineffable how, my life has unfolded in such a way that I've stumbled out of that to notice that it is only in noticing what is false that truth reveals itself. It is only when I notice that the retention of sexual energy, it is only when I notice that the releasing of sexual energy was false that I, in that moment, notice what was true. It is only when I realize the falseness of overeating, the falseness it guaranteed me, which was fulfillment. It was never fulfilling. I was always empty. It was in that moment that I noticed what was true. In seeing that falseness, truth reveals itself. I can never go looking for that, because my culture has only given me BS, has only given me bullshit as truth. And that culture is me, which ties it all back together. It's not a they've given me bullshit. This culture is a manifestation of each individual. Each individual is chaotic and confused and hurting and creating the culture we live in. There is no culture, there is no society without this messed up person here. There is no they. There is no entity controlling me. I have the capacity to see something false and decide not to go with it. And is that what I mean? And I'm going to try to be as honest as I can about this. Is that what I mean? No, I've actually said something false. There's no decision. I've not made a decision. The false has been seen, and truth revealed itself, and therefore the path reveals itself. I've not decided anything. Because who is it that decides but an abstraction of the culture, that which one calls me? See, this goes into a really interesting path that words get in the way of, truly. But there's no decision when you see what's false, when one sees what is false, and the truth reveals itself. There's no decision to be made. It's just what is. You are your own savior, which also means you are your own prison. To blame a they is to duck responsibility and perpetuate prison, hell, sorrow, a cycle of infinite ruin, not only for you, but for everyone. If this is jarring, let it be jarring. If this is insightful, let it be insightful. Let it be what it is, and don't hide from it. The ineffability of your life is not something to run from, but something to look at directly as you possibly can, without flinching. Think about it.